All right, guys, we got an interesting one here sent by one of you. Alpha Male Boot Camp for Kids, Philion. I think it's about to get cringe.
Back with another alpha male banger. Some of you may remember that we made a video about the Modern Day Night Project. The Modern Day Night Project is an alpha male boot camp where grown men pay thousands of dollars to be yelled at by wannabe drill sergeants. These weak little boys subject themselves to a 75-hour crucible where they just do a bunch of man stuff to turn into battle-hardened warriors, you know, like the classics, playing in the mud, jumping in ice baths, and getting yelled at by fake Marines. Now, although the Modern Day Night Project, or the MDK Project for short, is a banger in its own right, today we're talking about its younger brother, aka the Squire Program. The Squire Program is a 15-hour father-son bonding experience for the small price tag of $1,900. The creators of both of these programs are Bedros Keuilian and Ray Cash Care. But neither of those men are actually important. And of course, they hire some, peons to do their bidding, but for the most part, it's these two running the show. Let's see what the Squire Program is all about.
The Squire Program is a byproduct of where our country is headed. And while the opposition has been winning some battles, they will not win the war.
What is the opposition? Who are we fighting against? You're playing in the sand. You're not solving any masculinity crisis that you cling on to ever so dearly.
Men work hard. Men sweat. Sometimes getting a task accomplished is pain.
Sometimes getting a task accomplished is jumping into an ice bath. Just gotta do some hard work and sweat. That's what it means to be a man, baby. You gotta get yourself to that place of discomfort, and then you just gotta keep going and going and going.
You as fathers have a responsibility to role model to your sons what a savage servant looks like, how he lives.
Oh my God, dude, the verbiage, savage servant. You paid $2,000 for this gay shit? What is going on with America? Enroll your kid in MMA classes. He'll get all the savage servantry he'll need. He'll get humbled real quick when he gets choked out or punched in the... What is going on here? So our fathers... So is this he said father-son, right? So the dads are with the kids. They're paying $2,000 for something they could have done for free. Take your kid on the beach, bro, and go run a few miles with them. Go play catch with them. Go train in a gym with them. Go mountain climbing with them. What?
Lives, how he trains, how he eats, how he treats his spouse, how he treats his kids.
Ever since I was young,
Pause, let me see this. Hold on.
How he treats his kids.
Boy, oh boy, America, you're looking a little soft around the edges, eh? Kid never had a shot.
Ever since I was young, I always wanted to grow up and be a savage servant.
What's happening, friends? Hope you guys are doing great. This is the Squire Program. We've got...
Notice how all the dads look. I want you guys to pay attention because I'm assuming all the dads are some caricature of that first one. We paused that. What kind of dad would pay for this? What kind of soy is flowing in his veins? Can you imagine a real man paying for this kind of shit? It takes a certain kind of weak man to not only enroll your kid in some shit like this, but to be stupid enough to hand over $2,000 for it.
30 young men here, 13 to 15 years old.
Off the bat, these dudes just piss me off. You know who I'm talking about. The TRT NPCs, the full-grown men who hop on steroids and develop a god complex. The guys that act hard but actually would fold like a lawn chair. They get hand tattoos and wear all black and active camo as if they're in the military but have never seen a day of combat in their entire life.
And they are going through the Squire Program with their fathers. The fathers right now are on the other side of the hill. They will get reunited in the next 30 minutes. However, right now, Instructor Ray is putting them through some physical evolutions.
I just can't wrap my head around the fact.
Physical evolution, they're climbing up a fucking small hill, dude. What is in the background? A parking lot? So these boys didn't even walk like 10 miles off some trail in the middle of nowhere with packs on their backs. At least make it an adventure. You literally parked your truck right out here and made people walk up a fucking hill. And on the other side is probably like some mega Walmart or shopping mall. What?
We'll get reunited in the next 30 minutes. How?
Reunited in the next 30 minutes. They just left out of the parking lot 5 minutes ago.
However, right now, Instructor...
These dudes are just laying on the grass. Like, bro, you've ever bear crawled in your life? Well, you're about to learn now. Lucky for you, it's a small hill a fucking kindergartner could crush.
Ray is putting them through some physical evolutions.
I just can't wrap my head around the...
That's what physical is in America today.
Fact that grown men, fathers, paid other men to tell them to crawl up a hill behind a Walmart parking lot. This message will always remain true no matter what age you are. See what Mr. Bedros Keuilian has to say.
It's cool because they're really close to an In-N-Out or a McDonald's. So after they do their little hill evolution, they can all go get a Happy Meal together. Yeah.
Say about this.
Who you choose as a wife will determine your success or failure.
Coach,
Come on, dog. These kids worrying about a wife is the last thing that should be on their minds. They need some real masculine help first. Oh boy.
Who you choose as a wife will determine your success or failure.
Coach, I don't even know what position I'm gonna play.
So as you are choosing girlfriends, figure out, am I choosing crazy? Am I choosing emotion?
What the hell is happening? I'm sorry, dude, but not one of these has a girlfriend. Not one of these is choosing any girl. Not one of these is getting chosen. Their daddies made sure of that one. Oy, oy, oy.
Am I choosing reckless?
Look at these poor nematodes in the back, bro. They're literally 9, 10, and 11 years old. You think they're thinking about this abstractly? Oh, I wonder what my future spouse and wife is gonna be like. No, they're thinking about Lunchables and Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Or am I choosing someone who could be equally yoked as me? Who you choose as a wife determines success or failure.
If they even had that mentality, they wouldn't be in the camp in the first place. These kids are talking about, man, I can't wait to get home and play Fortnite with the boys. This is so lame. My dad is such a lame. I can't believe he spent all this money. I hate him.
In a man's life.
These poor kids, man, their dad's just subjecting them to this torture, having to sit through probably another scorned man's idea of what it means to be a man. In case you forgot us, a message to our young Americans.
I once heard Ben Shapiro say this. He said, hey, whoever the current MLB champions were, he said that team, they're the best of all teams in.
Are we really quoting Ben Shapiro for masculinity? What? Okay. All right.
Baseball.
You know, it's funny you say that because I remember Ben Shapiro also saying that vaginas aren't supposed to get wet.
He says it doesn't mean that every player and that every play is the best, but that team is. So if you've been indoctrinated in some way from the system.
Man's talking about indoctrination, but starts his sentence as, I heard Ben Shapiro once say,
that America is not the best. If you've been told from YouTube, from your school system, from social media, that America is wrong, I'm here to tell you it's not.
I am here to indoctrinate you.
Use your hands. Dig. Dig. Come on, dig. Faster. Get your face down low. Dig. Dig. Come on. Back. And pass him. Run him over. Go. Go, Austin. Run him over. Lay down and beat him. Beat him. Just crawl over him. Who gives a shit? Come on, go. Harder. Get the poker trip. Go. Come on, go, Leon. Beat him. Get lower and get nastier. Go. On your backs. Backs. Lead. Switch.
I'm gonna be honest. I like to think I'm a fully grown man now. I'm 25 years old. I have never had to crawl in mud. Ever. We've all heard it. Tough times create strong men.
Let's try this again. Start crawling. Go.
Guys, if your stomach is not all the way down.
Dude, I swear Rakesh Kher is just absolutely gay for mud. I don't get it. This guy saw mud one time and was like, this is going to be my entire personality trait.
There's no way the whole front of your shirt is not covered in mud by now. If it is, you're just being a little bit.
Hey guys, listen. If you get to that side, your shirt's not dirty. We're gonna start there and go there.
I love how they're just in a random industrial park. That's gotta suck, knowing that actual civilization is just around the corner. Let's see what Mr. Clean has to say. Fucking Johnny Sins over here.
Crawl. Go crawl. None of you? None of you.
They're back in the same place behind whatever industrial building this is. Why do they keep... Like, this kills immersion. You just parked. You barely got out the car. And now you're making them crawl through mud from some sprayed grass to keep the weeds away. Perfectly manicured, except they're too broke to do it right. So they left a death patch of mud where the grass won't even grow. And now you got these poor kids crawling through this shit. Okay. Oh man, America. Wow. Come live in Eastern Europe for a couple of months, out in the countryside. They'll make a man out of you pretty quick.
Nobody wants to laugh? Ask a question?
No, that wasn't even a trick question. That was a serious question. Like, who wants to go crawl? Who wants to go have some fun and go crawl in the fucking mud? None of you. You all just want to stand there. You came here to stand here. Anyone of you can just go do it. The rest of you can just stand there and watch them if you want. Anyone that wants to go and get some more work in, go get some work.
They're all just slowly turning around to go crawl in the mud because they have nothing else to do.
We're not telling them to go.
Second thoughts. Are you kidding me? You walked over there and then walked back over here?
Yeah, we're not telling them to go. We're just using elite military reverse psychology on them. Us telling them to go crawl in the mud? Never.
What are you doing? What are you going back and forth for?
Get out there, boy. It was a trick question. You failed. Miserable. Get him out.
Now this is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
What the hell?
You already know they had to sign like a 50-page pamphlet, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they're just freeballing this. They have 2x4s with literal nails sticking out, barbed wire, the kids are blindfolded, and they have to follow their father's guidance. Oh my god, dude. What if their shoelaces are untied? Poor little Johnny doesn't know his right from left.
Imagine your kid just clumsy and trips on himself and boom, 2x4 with nails on his fucking leg. Okay. Explain that shit to your wife at home. So we had to go to emergency room because Timmy, he tripped, you see. We were getting groceries and he fell on a 2x4 and it went all the way up his leg with nails in it. Bob, how could you let this, how did this even happen? By the way, I spent $2,000 to make myself a man and my kid because this world's soft. America, please.
Just absolutely curb stomps the 2x4. This one is so good. I am a man, I am a warrior.
Who are you? My name is Aiden. I am a man. I'm a warrior.
Oh, my name is Phil. I am a man. I am a warrior.
You know, it'd be cool. Ice tubs are really cool, but what's cooler is if you were to take it into a cold beach. I don't know where they're living. It's very rainy though, but it'd be nice if you actually took these boys out into the wilderness somewhere with cold running water, not in a parking lot again with a trash container behind them, and then made them get in the water after already hiking like 10 miles to get there.
I'm Aiden. I'm a man. I'm a warrior.
Aiden, that name probably means you have a single mother. It's okay, dude. Your stepdaddy brought you here. He's trying to earn bonus points up in that kitty, eh? Kid. I kid.
This is it. We live here. This is where we live. This is where we live.
I like the intense music.
Yo, you can't make this up.
Like life or
Oh,
death
we got
stuff.
Bedros Koulian going on another power trip. The average man inspires no one. Fix the details.
I didn't become a multimillionaire by avoiding the details. Fix the details.
I didn't become a multimillionaire avoiding the details. I became a multimillionaire by scamming you. Who am I kidding? This is 100% a skill issue. If you, as a man, are duped into spending $2,000 to bond with your son behind a Walmart parking lot, you, my friend, are dumb and deserved to be scammed.
Throughout the day, throughout your life. If you don't, it becomes a bear trap because then you begin to accept average, and the average man inspires no one.
They're in the middle of civilization again. It's not gonna hit. Set and setting is important, man. Oh my God. Take these kids out into the wilderness. Teach them how to build a fire. Teach them how to build a camp, shelter. Teach them survival. All right. I mean, let me see. My dad is a real tough dude, doesn't say much, rarely drinks, never cheated on my mom, doesn't even curse, but went to work every day, spent all his free time with me and my sister, supporting whatever we chose to do in life. Now that I'm the dad, I have the same explanation for myself. That's what real men do, not this. Fathers paying other men to toughen up their kids says more about the fathers than the program themselves. Imagine you're a man with a son and you have to pay another man to show your son what it means to be a man. Are you shitting me? You just know the footage from the camp is going to be used in divorce court. Oh no, none of those men are going to be taken to the cleaners. That's my wife's boyfriend vibes right there. While they're paying $2,000 on the little get-together trip, the wife is with the boyfriend getting her guts railed out. The kidney stone I passed was certainly a painful task I did. Good to know it fits the deep philosophical core of this alpha male factory. It's crazy people will pay to get shouted at by grifters. Maybe it's kind of a humiliation fetish. Yeah, this is some deep psychological issue in fathers. This is like the dark part. The fathers themselves don't consider themselves men. They have an inferiority complex, like fragile masculinity. And because they don't even control their own household, you know, their wives run that household pretty much. And they feel emasculated all the time. This is their way to save themselves through their children, through their sons, because they're seeing their sons essentially repeating their soft feminine life that the fathers had. The fathers recognize that this is an issue, but instead of working on themselves and leading by example and becoming men in their own households, they're essentially just gimps by their own soy admission and gimps by their own wives that basically foot on their throat the entire time because they're not meant to be respected. So this is their final Hail Mary at trying to break that deep psychological chain that they have, the emasculation and insecurity of manhood, that they'll pay other men that they deem masculine to try to save their sons, aka themselves, from this cycle that's tormenting them throughout their entire lives into the present and deep into the future. This is what's really, these guys are preying on a psychological type of father. That's what's crazy. I have friends, dude, that have kids and some of the hardest men alive fight in the ring. Others, ex-combat vets. Others with even crazier upbringings, dark pasts, histories, childhoods, trauma everywhere. All of them would say this is the gayest shit they've ever seen in their entire lives. And they've never. All of them take their kids out camping, hiking. All of them teach their kids to shoot, to fish, to hunt, teach them how to fight, put their kids in sports, lead by example, show them how to fillet a goddamn fish correctly. You know what I mean? The basics of what being a man is leading and showing your son directly. This approach is basically encapsulating America perfectly. The commodification of masculinity. And because we've commodified it, it's become corrupted into this. This is now the new version of masculinity under a capitalist umbrella. How do we profit off of it? Here you go. And it helps nobody. Not the fathers who are deeply damaged from childhood trauma, and not the kids who just want to be at home playing Fortnite anyway and dancing to stupid TikToks, because this experience isn't a powerful enough emotional trigger to get them to change. You parked in a fucking parking lot, my friend, and you crawled up a hill and got McDonald's afterwards in a pat on the back. It's a joke. Welcome to America, where every idea can be profited off.